Hi, I'm Ram Team. Welcome back to another video in Python programming series. In this video, basically, we work on variables in Python such as data types, defining, assign value, and so on. So let's start. In this video, I'm going to describe 4 data types in Python. Absolutely, there's so much more, but I just described 4 of them for this video. The first one is int. Actually, the integer numbers in mathematics. So every integer numbers is an int, like 1, 2, 3, 30, 100, 10. All of these are int data types. The next one is float. The float numbers are every numbers with floating point, like in mathematics. For example, 3.14, that's a float. Or I don't know, or like 5.5, or even 1.0, that's a float. The other one is string or str in Python. Str or string is everything embedded between 2 single or double quotes, like 2 single quotes and hello world, like subscribe, or like I don't know, 1. Actually 1 is a number, but it's embedded between 2 single quotes. And the last one is boolean or bool in Python. Everything that has 2 states is a boolean, like true and false. Actually, just these 2 are the values of boolean. Like 3 greater than 1. Actually, this condition is true, and the output of this condition is a boolean. So to check the type of the data in Python, there's a built-in function named type. So the input is the data that we want to check the type, like 1. And let me just print the output of the function and make this 4 lines comment. So run. And the output is class int, because 1 is an integer number, like 100. As I said, it's an integer number too. And absolutely 3.14 is a float, or 1 between 2 single quotes actually is a string, like hello world. Actually, that's a string too. And the last one is boolean, like example 3 greater than 1. So the type is boolean because the output is true, and everything that is true or false is a boolean. So these are the basic 4 data types in Python. To define variables in Python, actually it's much easier than other languages. To define a variable, you just need a variable name equals to a data, like 1. So actually I just created a variable named x, and when I print x, the output is 1 because x is 1. Or I can add 2 to x, and the output will be 3. Actually, defining variable in Python, it's too easy. Python automatically check if the variable name is already existed, then create the variable. But there are some rules for variable name. Actually, the first rule is it should be started with a letter or underscore. So for example, this variable name is correct, like I don't know, like 123 underscore 123 equals to 4. And we can run it without any errors. The next rule is that cannot start with a number. For example, if I just delete this underscore and run it again, we run into an error. Cannot assign to literal. So the next rule is that variable name can contain alphanumeric characters and underscore. So for example, A123 underscore B, and that's correct because we can run it without any errors. And the last one is actually Python is a case-sensitive programming language. It means, for example, age equals to 15. Again, age with capital A equals to 16, and age with upper letters equals to 20. All of these are different. For example, print age with capital A, age with uppercase letters, and when I run it, as you see, all of them are different: 15, 16, and 20. So Python is a case-sensitive programming language. To change the variable value, you need to do the same thing as you do when you want to create a variable. For example, x equals to 1 and print x, then x equals to 4 and again print x. And as you see, the first result is 1 because the value of x is 1, and after changing the value of x is 4. To define several variables in Python, you may need something like this, like x equals to 1, y equals to 2, and z equals to 3. So actually it's weird when it comes to assign multiple variables in several lines. So in Python you can do something like this: x comma y comma z equals to 1, 2, and 3 with commas. Actually it does the same thing as a previous. So like print x, y, and z. So when I run it, as you see, the value of variables is 1, 2, and 3. There's another case to assign multiple variables. Like you have 3 variables that they are the same values, like x equals to 1, y equals to 1, z equals to 1. You can do like this: x equals to y equals to z equals to 1. So print x, y, and z, and the output will be 1, 1, and 1. So that's the easiest way to assign multiple values in Python. Sometimes you need to displace the value of variables. For example, here we have a variable named x equals to 1, and we have a variable named y equals to 10. Actually, we want to displace the value of variables. The x will be 10 and the y will be 1. So to do that, we need a temporary variable, maybe z equals to x. So it creates a copy of x, and then you can change the value of x, x equals to y, and after that you change the value of y to the copy of x. So y equals to z. And when I run it, actually print x and y before the displacing, and print x and y after displacing. So the output for the first time is 1 and 10, and for the second time is 10 and 1. So actually the variables are displaced, but it's not a good way to displace, because for example you have 10 variables instead of 2 variables, so it's a hard way to do that. In Python you can do that easily. X comma y equals to y comma x, and actually the values will be displaced. And when I run it, actually I forgot the print, x and y, and again x and y. So run, we can get the same result as the previous. So that's the easiest way to displace variables and values in Python. Just don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Guys, thank you so much. One of videos is going to reach 1,000 views. I'm so excited. Stay tuned till the next video. Goodbye.